What's up everyone? Welcome once again to the channel. It's your boy Luis, and today we're going to be talking about the preliminary competition of Miss Universe Philippines 2025. I know that you guys have been waiting for this content because I've been getting a couple of messages. So here it is. During this video, we're going to be talking about my top 12 favorite candidates during the preliminary competition in the swimsuit round, okay? But stay tuned because there will be a separate video where I will present to you my top 12 favorites in the evening gown round as well. For my selection, I do take a couple of things into consideration, such as the performance, the technique, the physical condition of the contestants, and just the overall aura and performance on stage. So let me know down below if you agree with my list. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and without further ado, let's talk about pageants. Alright, so the first candidate that I wanted to highlight is no other than Miss Ifugao, who honestly has become kind of a revelation in the later part of the competition. I will say that she first caught my attention during the Aqua Boracay swimsuit round performance as well. I was really surprised by her presence on stage, all of the energy that she can deliver, and you know what, I think that she was able to live up to that expectations during prelims. Was she at her A game during this particular round? I don't think so. I do feel like the performance in Aqua Boracay was slightly better, but it was solid enough to secure a spot within my top 12 picks for this particular round. I mean, she's beautiful, she is super fit, and overall, it looked like she was enjoying the performance on stage. Moving on, let's talk about Miss Isabella, who absolutely nailed the swimsuit competition in the preliminaries. I mean, just look at her, the energy, the smile, the eyes, everything looks perfect. I really enjoy the way that the styling made her look with the wavy hair, still giving us the volume, the earrings. And one thing that I really liked about her, other than of course that remarkable performance and all of those things, is that her poses are so clean. I feel like you guys can get an idea of that here in this particular photo. Look at the knees, the arms, every single angle is just perfect, which makes it such a pleasure to watch. Honestly, my OCD is just in heaven. So thank you, Miss Isabella. Moving on, at number 10, we have one of the front runners, and that is Katrina Legado from Taguig. I know a lot of people might wonder, Luis, how come Katrina is only at number 10 on your list? As I mentioned, she is considered by many to be a front runner to the crown, and I do still feel like Katrina is one of those really strong delegates for the crown. I will tell you more about that on my evening gown video. But when it comes to the evening gown round, I felt like she gave a solid performance. And what I mean by solid is like it's strong enough for her to be within the top 10. Out of 60 something girls, that's still a remarkable position. But I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a little bit more from Katrina. She came out giving us her signature hair flips and going down the stairs, smiling, all of those things she always nailed, and she always had them secured in the bag. However, I had a little bit of a problem with the body language. It seemed a little bit timid, a little bit more on the shy side. And towards the part when she goes on the center of the stage, front stage, you know, like she has that moment to be in the spotlight in front of the judges, I thought that she was going to use it a little bit better. Again, the performance wasn't bad by any means, as in literally still within the top 10, but I guess that on a personal level, in terms of my personal expectation, I wanted a little bit more. Number 9 on the list, we have Miss Benette, who, once again, it's one of the those candidates who has been coming up and just kind of surprising us in terms of performance and all of those things. And this is just to show, you know, that you don't always have to be a front runner or have like huge following or a name for yourself already in pageantry to be noticed. First, I want to just, you know, give it to her because her physical condition is out of this world. The body is super toned. She is well taken care of. I mean, like the skin, the makeup, the styling, the hair, everything looks great. And I feel like overall, she was very good during the swimsuit presentation in terms of how she carried herself, the technical aspects of it. Similar to my comments about Isabella, she is also very good on the angles part of it. So I thought that she really looked incredible. And there's just this very positive energy that she's able to transmit on stage. So this was by far one of the performances that I enjoyed the most, coming from one of those candidates who doesn't have like huge hype or who have anything to prove on stage. Now it's time to talk about Miss Davao. Mwah! I've been praising this girl for the past couple of weeks in some different categories. You know, she has been standing out here and there. And one thing that I always have to give it to her is that she just exudes this natural, simple, genuine, raw Filipina beauty. That's something that I really like about her because, you know, sometimes people comment and people say that some of the girls who are usually considered for international pageants don't necessarily represent the typical Filipina, the woman that you will go on the streets and see in everyday life in the Philippines. Well, I think that Miss Davao is just a perfect example that Filipinas are extremely beautiful, that they are extremely graceful, that they are, extremely capable of standing on stage and gather attention for themselves. She does it in such a graceful and effortless way that I just couldn't help but to notice her. I mean, I really have to give it to her and her team. So, all right, now let's talk about one of the girls that honestly I was worried about, because just moments before prelims, there came some certain news and whatnot. And of course, I'm talking about Miss Baguio City. Going into the swimsuit round, I was wondering how she's going to present herself on stage. How are the energy levels? Because she posted that she was having some problems with her eye and experiencing some hair loss as well. So of course, those are things that will show on stage, especially in a competition where you are quite literally being scored and judged because of your beauty and your physical appearance. The moment that she came out on stage, I had nothing to worry about because my girl Gwendolyn came out looking incredible. She brought the level of energy, joy, beauty, grace, and performance that I'm used to getting from her, especially something that she did deliver, in my opinion, during the Aqua Boracay side of things. So I was able to see that she didn't lose her momentum leading up to the preliminary competition, which is so important, right? One of the things, if you go back to my videos about Miss Universe Philippines this year, one of the things that I always mention about her is that out of all of the newbies and the dark horses and all these things, she is perhaps the one girl, the newbie, that I will be really okay if she wins Miss Universe Philippines. I feel like she has that beauty of a national title holder. She has the communication skills, she has the performance skills. And of course, in this particular round, we are just judging the swimsuit performance. But overall, she's a very well-rounded contestant. And I'm happy, I'm simply happy to see that she was able to recover her momentum and present it during this particular round. So, Miss Baguio City, the team, everyone behind, give me this and more for finals, okay? Don't change anything. Okay, so I'm gonna get serious now because this contestant, Miss Cebu City, has been one of my biggest surprises, honestly. And I feel like I've been sleeping on her for the longest time, all throughout the competition. In fairness, if I'm being honest, I thought at the beginning that some of the girls from Cebu were playing it safe. They were on the low-key side of things with the looks, with the performance and whatnot. But damn, did she bring her A game for preliminary competition. I mean, it was just fierce, it was magnetic, it was electric, it was impossible to take your eyes off her, and she was able to command the stage so well. I mean, just being quite honest, I didn't see this coming. And because of that, let me just check my final picks. I think that she is one of the highest placing dark horses in my particular top 12 for the swimsuit round. So that already says a lot, especially considering that we have such a strong set of delegates. There were not many gimmicks or tricks, whatever. It's simply a stunning woman with a great performance and technical skills and just managed to conquer the stage. So I want more of this during finals, please. I need it. Now we are officially getting into my top 5 for the swimsuit round in the prelims. Who is it gonna be? At number 5, we have Atiza Manalo from Quezon Province. And listen, I feel like ever since Atiza's performance during prelims, depending on who I talk to, the opinions can be quite different. Some people are over the moon about her performance, and some people are saying, she played it safe. I am actually somewhere in the middle, and I think that's a good thing. I think that first of all, Atiza came out looking, physically, she looks incredible. She is so fit, she is so toned. Just look at the arms, look at the legs, physical condition is there. I thought Atiza has never been like the show up in terms of the performance and all of those things. She has always been a little bit more on the demure, cutesy, girly, softy vibes, And I think that that was still present in this performance. Has there been change and evolution since last year when she competed at Miss Universe Philippines? Yes, absolutely. I feel like she is now in a new moment in her pageant journey where she is simply confident. I don't get the vibe that she is trying so hard or that she is trying to put herself in the faces of the judges just to prove that I'm the one, please pick me or anything like that. Atiza is simply doing herself, and honestly, I feel like that is a clever strategy. Personally, I do like it when the girls show up and show out on stage and they just give us the absolute most, but I do understand that this is not Atiza's brand. And to be honest, I don't think it will fit her brand to be doing the most on stage. So I'm actually very happy with what she presented to us during the prelims. All right, now we have the highest placing dark horse, or can we really call her a dark horse? I don't think she's the dark horse in the competition. I'm talking about Miss Laguna, okay? Eloisa, goddamn, girl, she knows how to perform. She knows how to charm the audience. She knows her flips. She knows how to play with the cape. She knows how to play with... I mean, it was just a joy to watch this particular performance. First, she looks incredible. I mean, the look, the fitness, the long legs. I think the legs really helped her to stand out from everyone else. No pun intended. But like, there's just something really, really captivating about her physical condition. And when you combine all of those things with her natural charm, her presence on stage, she's very confident, she's sexy, she knows that, you know, she just feels empowered. Whenever she walks, she is able to claim that attention, and which is really undisputed. So I know I mentioned many times that there's a different dark horse that I will crown if I was, you know, to pick a newbie to be Miss Universe Philippines. But to be honest, realistically, I think that Laguna is not far from the crown if the judges and the organization are looking for a fresh face. So whatever they're doing right here, please just keep it up for finals, because there's nothing to change, honestly. At number 3 on the list, we have Miss Muntinlupa Teresita Senwinwin Marquez. Grabe. I just love Teresita. You know what? I am over the moon. I am in awe of this woman. I got to meet her a couple of days ago during the Bingo Plus activity that we did. I posted the interview here, and she was just so kind, so beautiful, and all of those things. Those to me are very important things for a Miss Universe Philippines and for a Miss Universe overall. But Teresita also has something that sets her apart from everyone else, and that is just the performance. Skills are on point. I love everything about this performance. I mean, in terms of technicalities such as turns and poses and footwork and handwork and all of those things, she nails it every single time. She is a professional. This is something that comes with experience that you cannot buy, that you cannot rehearse in like 3 to 6 months. It's something that she has been doing for years and that she has polished her craft, and this is the final product of that. So from that side of things, I thought that she did amazing, but also I do have to mention that I feel like her performance has a little bit of an extra, which is the fact that, you know, she's also a mother, and for a mother to come on stage showing such a rocking physique, such a toned body, I mean, she looks incredible. She is honestly at her peak. It's super inspiring because it shows to women that, you know, you can have babies, you can have a family, you can do things in life, and you don't have to let yourself go, or you don't have to limit yourself or tell yourself, because I'm a mother now, I can do certain things. I mean, it's just the overall thing with Teresita. The looks, the performance, the inspiration, everything is here. So I'm a happy fanboy. The final 2 are going back to back, and girl, let's talk about Miss Sultan Cudarat, of course, Chelsea Fernandez. I mean, I don't like to brag, you guys. I don't like to brag, but I told you guys that Chelsea was a performer. I told you guys, if you go watch on my channel, my previous videos, and the one video that I made just about Chelsea, I told you guys, she's a performer, she will show up, and she will show out. In person, like, her personality is kind of like funny girl, you know, like just like friendly vibes. But when this woman hits the stage, it's game over, okay? It's like we're doing serious business, confidence, fierce, presence, and that's exactly what she gave us. I feel like Chelsea is very committed to her performance, to her craft. The way that she approaches pageantry is such, it's so detail-oriented that you almost have to analyze her performance, you know? I think that she did great in the entrance, she did great with the fabric, she did great with the poses. Everything was on point. If I had to add a little bit something, and honestly, I think this is maybe what gave me a little bit of an edge between putting her at number 1 or number 2, it will be just the overall smile, because sometimes she might get a little bit carried away in the performance, the technicalities, and the details, that she might forget to enjoy it perhaps a little bit more. But still, this is remarkable in terms of performance and technicalities. I mean, number 2 on my list. Chelsea, you nailed that. All right, and I don't know if this is a surprise for anyone, but at number 1 on my list for the swimsuit round of the preliminary competition of Miss Universe Philippines 2025, we have Miss Siniloan Laguna, Ilana Aduana. There's really no need to explain so much my selection. I feel like this is swimsuit round. It's about the physicality, it's about the confidence, it's about the performance. Ilana simply checks all of those boxes. Her physical condition is just out of this world. It's admirable. It's something that people kind of aspire to. And I don't even know how she's able to maintain it because it's such a peak physical condition. Same comments that I gave you for Chelsea, I think that it also applies to Ilana. She is a perfectionist when it comes to her craft. She likes to give a show. She likes to give a moment. She likes when there are specific things that set her apart from everyone else. For example, like the movement with the cape and just how she will be so playful and add so many different interesting elements to her performance other than the traditional poses and the turns and going down the stairs and all of those things. So to me, I feel like overall, when you combine, let's say, like the beauty part of it, of the competition, when you combine the physical condition, when you combine the performance, when you combine the personality, charisma, and just the wow factors, I do think that Ilana had that for herself going on during this particular competition. So therefore, she is my #1 pick. Let me know, you guys, how do you feel about my ranking? Who do you feel stood out the most? If you agree or not, that's fine. Just leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. So stay tuned for that because I will be sharing my top 12 evening gown standouts during prelims. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you on the next one.